Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general love reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome, whether you are watching for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with those placements. Before we begin, I just want to do a little quick shout out for all of those who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, and subscribes. It's with your support that I'm able to continue putting out these messages, so thank you for all of that. I do also have other social media where I post pick card and general card readings on Instagram. I have astrological blog posts on my website, and I also do giveaways. So if you don't want to miss your chance to win a free reading or a free Reiki session with me, definitely follow me on all my social media and subscribe if you haven't already done that. That way you won't miss out on anything good. All of my links are in the description box below this video for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations for those of you who feel called. Before we actually go into the reading, I do also just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Ellie, who just recently started her own YouTube channel, The Starlight Archivist. You can actually find her channel featured on my own YouTube homepage. If you go under featured channels, you will see her there. She's the only one right now. She is a phenomenal reader. She has been reading for over 10 years. She just started YouTube, but she's very, very gifted, very, very psychic. I have been telling her for years that she needs to be doing this YouTube thing before I even started doing it. I was actually convincing her to do it when I convinced myself to do it. So I would definitely give her a look. She has a very interesting and unique style. You can tell just by the way she works with the cards. She has a very intuitive connection with them, and it's really, really interesting. I would definitely give her a look. Anyways, before we go into the general reading, I am just going to disclaim my usual spiel that these readings are timeless, so regardless of whether you are watching it months or even years from now, from the original post date, just take the message as it resonates for you. These are general messages, so they're not going to fit for everybody. It's up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what applies to your own life and what should be left behind for someone else. You may find that the roles are also switched, especially if you are cross-watching, so the other person could be you. You are more than welcome to also look through the previous months for the Heart of the Matter reads, or you can look even in the general readings if you feel called there. You can also look at videos for your other astrological placements, your other signs. If you don't know what your moon, rising, or Venus signs are, I actually have a link in the description box that can help you figure that out as well. So I am going to start shuffling here. I'm curious to see what is happening for you, Taurus, for love. Oh, and I did forget to mention, these readings can also apply to other relationships as well. It doesn't necessarily need to be romance. There's lots of different kinds of love. It could be with friends, family members, even coworkers or business partners. So just take the energy as it applies in your life. That was a flyer. Looking good. Okay. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love and relationships? What are the what are the messages for Taurus? Someone almost dropped the ball on you. Do you feel like you're juggling so many things? Now it's starting to feel like an infomercial a little bit. Let's see. What are the messages for Taurus? There we go. What are the messages for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh. It's not that bad. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What are the messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I said that and the devil came out, so don't worry. It's still... I don't think it's as bad as you think. That might even be the title of this video. It's not as bad as you think it is. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? It's too many? What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Show me clearly. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Interesting. Okay, so overall energy we have the Four of Wands. I do actually feel like there are some of you who this could be referring to a new relationship or a relationship where there was a new phase. The next level here is kind of what this Four of Wands is talking about. This could be moving in together. This could be marriage. This could just be committing to each other. There's a lot of different ways that this could go, but I feel like stability and achievement is a really big theme for you guys right now. And there is something to celebrate, I think. You might be celebrating. It could also be an anniversary for some of you. And I do feel like with this advancement, there is definitely this looking into the future as well. You really are thinking about how far this can go, what are the limits to this, and I see that especially for you, Taurus, with your fears and worries being the Nine of Wands. I do feel like this might have been a struggle. Whatever point you have gotten to, I do feel like there was a struggle getting here with this Nine of Wands. You might be feeling a bit worn down, a bit wary even. You're almost not trusting this celebration. And I do see, even though you've reached this level, this next thing, this new thing together, there is still this feeling of distrust or of kind of old wounds I'm actually seeing for you. For their fears and worries, we have the Father of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, so Virgo, another Taurus, or Capricorn. I actually almost feel like this is you, though, that they're worried about. You're coming up as their worries, their fears. They're kind of concerned about something here. Maybe you're just feeling drained in general, and maybe they're seeing that. But I really feel like this person is thinking about you, whether you realize it or not. I think they're actually quite worried about their connection with you, Taurus. And they might not necessarily show it because we had the Father of Pentacles. It's kind of someone who's not as open, expressing themselves verbally. They're much more acts of service type of people, gifts, those kind of love languages. It's more indirect, or even quality time. They might have a hard time opening up with you emotionally. I do see an interesting blockage for you. We have the Lovers and the Four of Pentacles. I do wonder if there is something from the past that you're holding on to, or someone specifically. Because I feel like you're very guarded with this Four of Pentacles here. Could be involving a Gemini. But I feel like it's almost like this person's inability to express themselves has made you guarded. And you've kind of shut down. Maybe because of stuff in the past that happened in the past. Maybe you're being triggered or reminded of something. But I do see that you are having a harder time opening up. You might be holding on to a lost relationship. And maybe there is this new relationship coming in, or this new fresh step, this next level, but it's making you nervous. Whatever this new thing is that's supposed to be a celebration, but it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of rejoicing here. It's almost like this thing that happened that was supposed to bring you closer together, it's actually bringing up stuff from the past or bringing up new dynamics that are a little troubling. I do see as their blockage we have the Sun of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I feel like this person is having a hard time acting. So even though their love language might be acts of service, they might even be having a hard time doing that. Ace of Wands, that there could also kind of be a lack of a spark on their end, that lack of heat. I don't feel like it's necessarily tied to you. It feels more their thing. Again, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, or there is a Gemini in this situation that's somehow complicating things. And that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or even Venus. Someone might be a bit flighty. But I'm really feeling like with this Ace of Wands here, this feels like a lack of action. A lack of spark. Whatever was that was supposed to light, it's like you have all the wood, you have the fireplace set up, but it's not being sparked. But it should be there, which is funny. It's like whatever things should be like, they're not. I have for your course of action, this is where the devil comes in. This is kind of fun, huh? But the devil, it's not saying to act like the devil. What this is, though, is that there is dysfunction here. There is some old pattern that needs to be worked out, that needs to be addressed. There might be some sort of codependency as well. The devil really signifies anything that makes us feel powerless. And with this being your course of action, I do feel like you are addressing that. You are challenging a lot of beliefs about this. I do see for your person, their likely course of action, we do have the Justice card here. They could be making a head over heart decision. They're acting very mental. Some of you could be dealing with Libra or Capricorn as well. So we have like a lot of air energy and earth energy. Which again, it's like, it's this disconnect from the elements of fire and water, which is about passion and emotions and fluidity. There is something lacking there right now. I do see, however, as the likely outcome between the two of you, we do have the Six of Cups. There is healing. I do feel like things aren't over. But it might require you to get to the root here, getting to the root of the issue. It's like you both thought this connection would solve something, and it hasn't. And now you're kind of being faced with that again. And Taurus, I do honestly feel like you are a bit guarded, a bit closed off, perhaps because of someone who had hurt you in the past. Or maybe it was this person, maybe you are holding on to old wounds, and that's something that needs to be discussed and explored. I do feel like there's a lot of family issues that are coming up as well. A lot of the time our relationships are going to bring up our earliest conditioning. That's where we learn the most about our relationships, is from our parents. So there might be a lot of stuff coming up from there. Especially father issues for you, Taurus, with this Devil card. This is kind of Saturn energy, patriarchal. But I do see opening up here. There, we do end with the water element. We do end with this connection. But I feel like you are going to have to challenge how you have dealt with things unhealthfully in the past. There might be a pattern here. And maybe you thought you had finally completed this pattern, you had moved on from it, and then it had reared its face again. And this happens in layers. Healing happens in layers, so don't expect it to happen all at once, a magic bullet. It does take work. I'm going to pull an animal card for you guys. Oh, that was fast. We have the elephant, which is actually a really good sign. So whatever blockages you are encountering, I do feel like they are going to be cleared. The elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. It is associated with the god Ganesh, the lord of obstacles, who will remove anything in your path if you call on it. You can call on elephant to come into your life and literally remove whatever is blocking you or blocking this connection. It could be a wall energetically, it could be emotional, it could be physical. This is the card of having trust and faith in the universe. We don't need to cope in unhealthy ways. And it's also trusting that you're always being directed, you're always being guided. So if you feel like you just started this connection and it's like, really, I'm dealing with this again, I thought I was over this, trust it. Have faith. Keep going forward. I do see healing here for you. I do also see maternal trauma as well now. We have paternal with the Devil, and elephant is the maternal energy. They're very matriarchal. The herds of elephants are actually run by the females, and they take care of each other. There could be some sort of maternal trauma that's coming in, perhaps for your person as well. But I'm definitely feeling like a lot of old wounds are coming to the surface to be healed. So do keep that in mind. I am not getting any more messages for you right now, Taurus. I do hope that this reading was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is happening for you guys. And again, I do have links in the description box for those of you who would like a personal reading or a Reiki session. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, Taurus.